A very good morning. Yes, today is a good day. Yeah, recently I saw a lot of Facebook posts that mentioned that they want to do a 3D print business, but they don't know what they want to sell. In today's video, actually, I want to focus on if let's say you want to start a 3D print business, or you are already in the middle of the business, or you have a 3D printer, but you don't know what you want to sell. Uh, I guess this might be a video for you. Okay, actually, if you want to start a 3D print business, you need a 3D printer. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right now I'm using a phone holder inside the car, so I'm driving, and then I'll give you my point of view regarding the 3D print business. As you know, we are running Highmount 3D as a 3D print solution providers. So we're selling filaments, we're selling printers. Yeah, we also sell some accessory of the printer spare parts. Yeah, we also have another IP brand named Macrotech, which is selling creative products, but mainly focus on PC case or PC casing. Yeah, so more or less for building this brand like 2 years. These are my experience talks. Okay, so before you buy a printers, if you are a pure beginners, you never used 3D print before, and you saw a Facebook page or you saw a YouTube video or shorts or TikTok that you think that you can selling 3D print products and then make profit from it, I would say it can, but you really need to know you are in Malaysia, you are not in like US or China or big country like the others. In Malaysia, we are a small country. We have more or less people compared to the other big country, right? So the demand that we have in Malaysia is actually not that big. So if you are selling a product that is 3D print, then you really need to know what is the customer needs. Okay, so this is not the topic that I want to talk today. So I want to focus on like if you want to buy a 3D printer to start this business, right? Yeah, you really need to know that you might need certain skills to start. Okay, definitely if you don't have any ideas or you don't have any product to reference, then you need to ask yourself, yeah, is it I want to make profit from it, and then or this is a hobby while you are working on the others full-time jobs. Yeah, if let's say you are working on a full-time jobs, uh, you want to start a side hobbies, and then you want to seek for the opportunity to, yeah, whether to make this side hobby to become a side income and then slowly become a full-time job, then it can be a way. Then and this might be a very interesting way for you. Okay, because this is a pure new technology. Even though the technology is not so new already, but for you it's a new technology, right? Yeah, you really need to know. Yeah, you need to start with a 3D printer. Yeah, you need to learn how to use it first, and then only that point you need to decide whether you want to sell the others people design or you want to sell your own design. Okay, this is the point that many people were stuck after they buying 3D printers to selling products. Yeah, so if you know you don't have the creativity to create a product, then you might end up become a 3D printer service shop, a shop that provide 3D printers 3D printing service, or selling the other people design that you printed out to sell. Okay, no matter it is legal or illegals. Yeah, because you know when you want to sell the other people's design, then you need to get their approval or the file should be commercial license. Yeah. So well, we are not going to talk about this because this is a deeper topics. Okay. So I'm here to tell you that if you want to sell a product after you buy a printers, right? You need to know you are whether uh, you are going to sell the product is designed by you or designed by others. Okay. So at that point, you quickly realize that, yeah, um, if I want to start a 3D print products to sell, yeah, not only with a printer, then can start, you need to know, you need to have another skill, which is design skill. Because if you are copying the other people design, means that the other shop also can copy the design, right? Because the design is already over in the internet. Okay, so if you are not designing the parts by yourself, then you should know you don't have the restriction powers. Means that you cannot control the files. So today you are selling this one like 100 pieces per day, then maybe the other printing shop saw this design selling so well, then they might copy it and then sell it. So when you want to start a 3D print product design, when you want to sell a 3D printed products, right? So you need at least two skills. The first one, 3D printing skill. The second one will be the design skill. Okay. So after that, when you learn how to design already, then you quickly know that you need another skill as well. Okay, this skill is a little bit special. I cannot say this is a skill, but this is a very interesting topic. Let's say if you want to design a bicycles accessories or you want to design a motorcycles accessory, right? You need the third skill, which is you need to have a bicycle at least. Or even though you don't have the bicycles, you need to have a bicycle that for you to able to measure the dimension for you to create the products that fit to the particular things. Okay. So this is the third skill that I'm talking about. So if let's say you want to sell the things that fit in the product Myvi, yeah. So you need to at least driving Myvi, or you have a friends with a Myvi, or you have a family members that driving Myvi. Okay. Then you can try to design it and then print it and then try fitting it inside the Myvi, right? So from that point, then only you can know whether your product is fitted to the things, and then only you can sell it. Okay, I'm not talking about the surface finishing yet. So this is the third skill that, yeah, you need to have. Okay. Yeah. So after the third skills, right, you need to have the another skills that you need to have the sense to judge whether these things is whether these products looks okay to your customer. Because whenever you create a product, right, you design it, you print it, and then this is your baby, right? I know, no matter how you see your baby, you will be always the cutest in the world, right? So yeah, but whenever you want to design a product, you need to have a sense that these products looks commercial look. So the people will buy it as a product. People will not buy it as a toys or as a things that they know this thing will broke. Okay, so this is quite important. So I would say this is the skill number 4. So to do a product from you don't have a 3D printers until you want to sell it, you need at least 3 skills, and then probably four skills. And then I'm not talking about the very important skill after you have the products. You need to know how to marketing and then sell it. Okay. I guess if let's say you choose the product is very niche, it has a very high demands, then maybe you don't need to have a very good sales skill. You don't need to have a very good marketing skill. You don't need to know how to do the Facebook ads. Yeah, you're just using the home Shopee ads, then you can sell your products already. But in most situations, if you want to have a long-term business by selling the products, right, you need to know how to marketing, sales your products. Okay, this is the point that I'm still learning it. So I can't tell you how to do it good because every product has their very own strategies and very own marketing skill to sell your products. Yeah. So if let's say today you are going so well, you learn the 4 skills already, and then you know how to marketing your products already, then you might need to combine the other process skill to make your product more unique. Okay, let's say because we know, right, the 3D print is one of the technology to process things. Okay, so in some situation you can always combine the other manufacturing process like sheet metal skill, machining skill, or even the other skill like molding skill to make your products looks more professionals. Because in the other people's eyes, right, when they see your products, when they want to copy your products, they clearly need to have the 4 skill that I mentioned just now. And then they need to have another skill. If let's say you're adding another process into your products, then they need the process skill as well. Even though you are not doing it by yourself, you are outsourcing to the other companies, right? When you design the things, you need to have the skill, which is the other people don't have. Then this will make your product so unique that the other people cannot copy it. So I guess this is the today video. It's a very short videos to introduce the 3D print to the people that want to use 3D print to create their products, or they want to use 3D print to generate profits. If you want to go for long term, you really need to know the things will getting more difficult when you go along with this business or this hobby. Yeah. So this is what I want to talk today.